All right, Luke, your hand's up first, so you can go next.
Fine, go in the order. Okay, and unmute myself successfully. I'm gonna do two demos. One, oh, hold on a second. I guess two joint demos. So Eli and I have been working on this dashboard layout stability problem, and which also unlocks a lot of future work. Don't worry about this PR; it's boring. The information there is boring. But basically, we're finally at the place where we can actually show it working, and it working is basically a no-op. So it's really boring demo, but basically, I can go on to this is all feature flagged and not available yet because it does break horrible stuff. But if just to verify, usual looking menu here. If I go ahead and go into a draft, because we only show it there, there's this upgrade metadata button if you have feature flag, which nobody has yet. If I click this, nothing happens, which is exactly what we want. So I'm now upgraded. The context here is you're already up to date. Under the hood, we just mutated to the new metadata format. I can move stuff around, it'll hold. I could publish this. I don't want to break this document because it's my test document, but it's now upgraded. Now, to be clear, there are edge cases all over the place in like how we render this stuff, but it's working. So that's just a quick demo of like we're getting close. I think early next week we should actually be able to put it onto Playground for limited testing. Basically, have all the mean people break us and show us all the edge cases we didn't find yet. But yeah, should go pretty fast from there. And then to be clear, users will never get this button. The goal is for internal testing to do this. We'll scale it up to all documents, and then we'll just scale it out in fast succession.
And Luke, this is some like how you're planning to roll out, because you guys have been working on the fix for that tile rearranging bug. I think this is part of solving that.
This will, I mean, fingers crossed, this will solve both the tile rearranging and the filters on getting unassociated from things. Both of those. And basically, we now are going to be we always design the metadata which defines the structure of our dashboard documents to be upgraded. So there was in the very first time we put it together a version column. It's always been 0. This is v1, and basically what it does is the identifier keys move from being, if I go into the workbook here, right now we identify, come on. Right now we identify each tile by this string, which changes every time you change change anything about the query. And now we're moving to using this string, this little one here, which is, I know, probably hard to see. That is stable. That never changes unless you add a net new tab. So it makes the whole process much more stable, much easier for us to rationalize change. So we also use that for the filter mapping. It's already used for XLOOKUP and other things like that are actually stable. So like we've actually been doing this for a long time. We just haven't been doing it on sort of the bridge from dashboard to workbook. Now we're getting dashboard to actually catch up. Ironically, this was blocked by finalizing tearing out the old URL support and also getting the draft stuff working, because we have to have a slightly more rational workflow to make this all work. But it's yeah, I think we're at the end of a very long tail project. To be super clear, vast majority of the work here is Eli. I just get to show it because I'm the one making the front end piece work. But he's done a huge amount of code here and a huge amount of like very careful work. So huge props to Eli. Okay, I gotta go switch branches, which means nothing can go wrong, of course, because that's always a great idea in the middle of a demo.